Hi class, I wanted to give you some video feedback. I'm going to go over these, look at them as a first-time site visitor. I know I've looked at them. I'm going to give you feedback. You'll duplicate your site and then you'll implement the feedback. Make a bulleted list because you will be required to submit that too. So I've got about 3 in this group and I'm going to jump right in. Okay, Trevor. I do like the color combinations of the red and this kind of a teal blue, dark blue. It is still, we have to fix this so that we don't have row by row background fills, right? You need to do more of this where you've got a block. However, this is like this because of the line spacing that it's set to. Try putting a shape behind it. Look at the typography video for solutions. This is a difficult font to read. Let's see, what you want to do is go into your editor and you can see when you go under site design your text. So you can see your text theme. You'll see that your headers will be one thing and you'll have a list of headings. And your paragraph text will be something else. And so you'll probably need a nice 18 point for that template for this text here. And you don't want italic, it's too hard to read. So take a look at the typography video. You want shapes back here that are covering all the paragraph, okay? Headers are good. Let's see. We're losing your work. The background is so busy that we are losing it. And I don't know if you took this photo or not because anything on your site needs to be yours. We want to avoid videos over images or images over images. Your work is going to show better if it's a little less, if you're not competing with the background, all right? So I'm thinking probably a full-size video might work, like that one. If this is dropped back a little bit, that is, it's less opaque, more, a little more transparent, maybe a 20% transparency, something like that. Let's see. All right. So this image, I feel like I've seen that in a template. So let me know if that's yours. I know that's the template. And this is getting really busy. Your name is lost, really lost here. This is very lost. So this background has to really drop back. It can't be the main event, and right now it is. Okay, the contrast and the colors are so bright. Yeah, let's, you're gonna have to take this image out. Anything that's template has to come out. Good job down here. May need to reduce the depth of your footer. So let's, you want to put what you do up here, okay? The logo, remember, remove the template logo, and then your logo is going to have to be bigger for it to make sense. I can't make it out. Take this text box and extend it so this comes up here with the others and isn't stacked like that. Okay, this doesn't really go to your portfolio. That's trying to go down here, but it doesn't have a form. So I would create a new contact page. Go to Pages and Menu, Site Pages and Menu, go to Add a Page, and select Contact, and then choose the simplest, the most basic, okay? Otherwise, you're going to have to go in and remove the template images and things like that. So that's where you want to do that and reduce this footer. remove this background. You're just focusing on your work, all right? Okay, and it will add another contact up here. And you'll take this one out. This all comes out. This doesn't have a purpose for you. All of the templates are larger than all three of your pieces together. All right, so put one at a time and give us an example. Okay. Okay. All right. And so I think your work is probably really interesting. This is really distracting from your work. And then make sure that you include a description of these things. You do have it here. You might want to say your role and what gear you may have used or any apps that you're using. All right? All right. Once you remove this background, I know it's got a vibrancy to it, but it's going to come together. The other thing is I don't have your get feedback link, and so I can't see your mobile section. All right. This isn't the same, and so I need to have a get feedback link for sure. You can see things are breaking differently. You'll want to work on that after you fix your desktop. Then that's the time to come in and do those changes in your mobile. You'll need space there. And you're going to need, the easiest thing for you to do is to create an additional page. And the same way before, go in but select a blank one, okay? Or that way, and you'll have this new page. You'll name it Portfolio. And then what you'll do is come back over here and let's see, when you are in your desktop, you'll take all of this, all your examples, and put them on the new portfolio page. Take this out. This is too much. Okay. And so that's going to help you a lot. All right. So I'm going to stop telling you too many things to do now and go on. But contact me if you have any questions. All right. Okay, Leo. I like the fonts. I like this. I would left align that and hopefully not have one word by itself. You want to link up everybody to at least, let's see, Trevor, did you link up? Okay. We need to have at least a LinkedIn, okay, so that people can reach out to you. That's going to be super important, and that's necessary. Okay. Update the footer. You've got to have 2025 and your name. You can take this off. Same thing here. You're going to need what you've done here. Okay, it doesn't have to be solid white. It can be a transparent white, but we can't have these line fills that are doing that. All right. Interesting. Yeah. Okay. It's nice and clean. This isn't going to work. You may have to change this style here. Put another box. Again, your background is taking over your work. So I would just put your work on this page. Okay. You're going to need to have a cover that isn't cropped like that, the lettering. and titles. Okay, you need a form. Okay, this, you reference it, but it's not there. Okay, and there's usually a subscription button that you can add. When you go over here, you can usually add a subscription. Let's see, that one is probably under buttons. Under contact and forms, subscribe. All right. Okay. So that's what we need to do down here. And you need your form. This is getting hard to read. Okay. Okay, good. All right. I do wish I could see your mobile. Don't have that. You need to get feedback link to get credit for their mobile. You need to put your name in your header. Up here. And that's we already talked about. You need to have an asset guide. It seems like this picture is a background, and if that's the case, you're going to go back here under Site Design, that, and you're going to go to your page background. And if there's a video or anything back there from the page that you are on, you're going to just select a color. Okay, it could be white, black, gray, something simple. And then you're going to apply it to other pages. So if you don't want that palm tree on every single page, if it's getting in the way, then you can do that. All right, and you just go here and choose a color. All right, so that's something we'll probably need to look into. Okay, so it's getting in the way. It's behind your videos. All right, so your name and digital cinematographer or cinematographer. Okay, Rodney, this probably doesn't need to be quite so big on your website. Typically, you're going to left align. This isn't hard to read, so that's great. This may need a very slight drop shadow in places where it starts to get lost. I'm not sure you need the now open. That makes it seem, you don't need to tell everybody you're brand new unless you want to make that part of your feature. Okay, we need to choose two fonts, one for headings and one for body copy. I'm wondering and feeling like this is either a splash page. Nope. It's your page. It's your whole site. So we have a problem because we don't have navigation. So you're going to go in here and you're going to go to Elements and you're going to go to Menus and you're going to use a horizontal or themed, whatever you have on the horizontal menu. And when you do that, it's going to come up here. All right. And this one above it's in the way. So I already have one, but I'm just showing you how to do it. All right. You got to have a navigation. And it won't necessarily link to this because you would have to have an anchor. And an anchor, let's see, you would go into your pages and menu. Everything is under your home page. Everything. You don't have separate pages. It's all strips and sections, rather. They're called strips and wicks under your home. So you're going to be on your home, and you're going to come down here and add an item, and you're going to add an anchor. And you're going to select section, and you're going to connect it to home, because that's where everything is on your page. So you're going to probably add a new anchor, not this. You have sections on your home page, but you don't have them linked to a navigation. So you're going to first add your navigation. So when you hit header, you're looking for this. Change header design. You're going to select this gear. So make sure you're in the right place. And then you're going to come over here and you're going to freeze it. Okay? And what that's going to do is wherever you are on your page, you're going to have navigation up here. And that's something that you really need. Okay? Because you've got so much scrolling, you're going to have your navigation up here. I'm not sure you need to put all of this right here. We've got different font sizes. We've got different font styles. A lot of different font styles. So I don't think you need that. If you're open daily, just say, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, Saturday, Sunday, appointment only. Okay, you don't need all of that. And this is just way too many different fonts. Remove this background. It's not really related. And, okay, what is this? Make sure in the future you make all of your videos horizontal format, especially if it's the same video. Be consistent throughout. Okay, the resolution isn't as strong on these as you're going to want. Okay, very busy. This is really, really busy. Is this the same one? I believe it is. And the slides. Actually, it isn't the same. It is. Anyway, you only need that at the bottom. You really just need a link. Okay. Let's see. We want to be very selective of the images that you choose. These look identical, so we don't need two. We don't need two from the same location or the same wardrobe, the same time of day, lighting. Be very, very careful about what you choose. These are too similar. So just choose a few, just a few. And this needs to be a whole service page. It's got way too much on it. Probably a drop-down menu on a service page. Like maybe you would select let's see, text that is collapsible. Okay, so you would choose that. And then, you would have like a service page. And then with this, you're going to have to probably, I would just create a new blank page. for your services. Again, by going over here, add a page, and then select a blank one. And then you could move all of that service content. You'd end up with a service page. Make sure your contact page is last. And then you would add some text. So you can see that has the button there. And you preview it. See, I would bring that up for you to see it, but previewing it, you hit that, and it's going to expand all that content that you have. Okay. All right, so all you're going to do with that, for all that busy content, you're going to go in here, select collapsible text. Okay. You're going to have a whole page that's for services. And you're going to have general groups, like I'm going to expand it, and then it's going to be like okay, so you'll have something like that, and then you'll have your list. All right, and you can have a little description of what that is. You could put this in all caps. That might work for you. Right. So you could do that for different areas and just have maybe 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Break those up into categories instead of having quite so many. All right, not so many. And not so many samples. And if you do put samples, they all have to have the same amount of spacing, both vertically. These will have the same vertically, but they don't have the same horizontal space. All right, just limit your choices there. These are not high enough resolution. And yeah, I think you could do something better here. Even go into Canva and do that. All right, so that is the main thing. You are going to add a contact page also. I'm going to go over here and add a page and add a contact. All right, I think that's quite a bit for you. All right, everybody, keep up the good work. Let me know if you need a little more time. I can give you an extra day or so, but you got to reach out and let me know. All right. Make sure you send your Get Feedback link so that I can see your mobile version. All right. Make sure everybody has their name and their service up here in your header so it's on every page. And update and link. All right, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend.